All right.
All right, we're live. Yay!
Yay.
And we've got Don in the background waiting to come on.
Nice.
Hopefully Manny will pop in here in a second, and then we'll bring him on after Don. I know Don's going to plug his show, talk about his stuff a little bit. We are glad to support as always.
What's up, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, last week's guest.
Yeah.
And speaking of,
not much. Just got done eating. We're sponsored tonight.
Mine, I have Sioux City sarsaparilla tonight.
Yeah, I didn't get North Platte. Wow. So I'm guessing you've hit the single Walmart out there.
Right off the interstate.
Yeah, there used to be a Shopko, but I don't think there's a Shopko out there anymore.
So, yeah, I'm getting to Dima's page here.
Nice.
There we go.
Any good finds out there in the land of North Platte there, Nick? I'm guessing your crying faces. They're just gonna tell me no.
Landry Hewitt is out in North Platte. He's trying to start a club out there. So,
yeah.
Oh, you're JOBing it.
But that doesn't mean that he can't sneak out and hunt for Hot Wheels. I know when I traveled for work the last time, granted it was to Grand Island, but you know.
There is I want to say there's like a small hole in the wall type shop in downtown North Platte. I want to say out by the courthouse that you can go to, or at least there was up until about 3-4 years ago. It's
been a while since I've been in North Platte. Although my presence has been requested to come back out there, so.
Family?
Pretty much, yeah. They're friends, but I've known them long enough I can consider them family. So.
Today's drink of choice. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got a good show. We've got. We'll talk about Sioux Falls. We'll talk about Norfolk because we desperately. Well, I shouldn't say desperate. We do need to promote both shows. Mm-hmm. Along with, we're going to talk about Dmitriy Shakhmatov and probably butchered that one. Butchered that one, but he is the dinner guest, and we'll talk about a couple of the cars. Maybe we'll get an idea on what the dinner car is going to be. Mm-hmm.
Although we tried it the last time and we failed horribly.
Horribly, so. Yes.
Because he picked something that wasn't even one of his. So.
Well, yeah, who knows?
But the sneak peeks for the convention cars have gotten a little spicy as of this afternoon. So
yeah, there's a little intrigue and debate on one of the cars.
Yeah, this is most definitely.
Oh, sweet, good deal there.
On my way to do some yard work for Mom and check the garden. Hey, you got to keep an eye on those gardens, man. I got a buddy that not too far from me that every time I mow, he's like, "You got any grass? I need grass for my lawn." So every time I mow, I have to load up trash cans and head over to his house. So.
And there's Manny. He's sitting there waiting in the background now too. So he's giving me the love there.
And Don even threw up a good comment. He said that Dmitry is a mainline designer guy, so it will be tough to figure out. So.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of cars. I want to bet on the 180, the Nissan 180 SX, but they already did a JDM car, so yeah, I don't think that's what it's going to be.
Deb, Derek, how you guys doing?
I'm heartbroken. I would love to see that 180 get the treatment. They've already done a pickup. Let's see. What else did we have to talk about tonight?
Well, let's see. I don't know.
That was basically it. Of course, we do have club cars that are in. I know a couple of you have asked about them, and we will ship If you live outside the area or can't make it to a show, please get me your address so we can do that.
But if you can wait until the next either Norfolk or Ashland or the next Lincoln show,
or
we would prefer. We'd prefer to just bring them to you. Saves a lot on shipping. Ed, sorry to see that you're going to miss the Norfolk show.
And that's something else too. So let's get talking about Norfolk. As you guys already know, we're going to be in Norfolk August 1st at the at the
Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus again. We did get the address fixed on GPS, so that's good news for everybody. The other thing is if you are coming to Norfolk, I highly recommend that you carpool and find an alternate route, because I think the direct route on 275 is tore up right now. So that's going to add to travel time. I recommend 275 to 91, or actually to Highway 30 in Fremont, and head west to Columbus and then head north.
Is it completely shut down, or is it just doing that one-way thing like they were doing the last time?
I think it's doing the one-way thing, but they are starting to rip out the road so that they can do the 4-lane express lane between Hooper and West Point. So that's where they're working at. The other route is to go on 275 up to 91 and shoot by Fred's house and go up north that way. But 30 to 81 is better because it's 4-lane for the most part and faster speeds. So there's that. Well, again, we'll put out more information because it always helps to put it out multiple times. Yeah, Ed, that's awesome. If you can tell us a little bit about that when you get back, that would be cool. I know we were asked to come down, but it just didn't work out timing-wise.
And Adam Grapes is not a hard person to find. He's really tall.
And he's got a bigger beard than that guy.
I'm working on it. I'm working on my Adam beard. So
yes. Okay. So a couple other things. We've got Sioux Falls this weekend. So let's bring Don on.
Yay.
Don, we're adding you in here. Good evening.
How's it going?
Good. How are you, sir?
Don?
Doing well.
I see you're sporting your regional shirt for the evening.
Yeah, I couldn't decide what Hot Wheels shirt to wear today, and
I know it's tough choice.
Black is tough. I don't know how hot it is down there, but it's 93 degrees today, so
it's a little warm up here. But I'm in my nice air-conditioned space.
Yeah, I'm in a concrete basement, so it's nice and cool down here. So.
And I typically block off the Hot Wheels room from the air conditioning just because, efficiency. I spend a bunch of time in here, but I don't live in here. So, the Hot Wheels kind of get the brunt of the normal heat. So I had to unblock the floor register. So,
Mr. Worshel, how are you doing tonight?
Oh.
Apparently we look like heads of cabbage to Mr.
We have the peanut gallery in. This is going to be a good show. Jeff, we appreciate you coming in tonight.
Yeah.
So tell us about Sioux Falls there, Don.
All right. So I have the ability to have 48 tables. It looks like I'm going to be pushing 42. I can expand my stuff. I'd rather have 2 or 3 more vendors come in and take up those extra 6 tables. I have filled it the one time. I think it was the last time you guys were there. I had it chock full. We're in this middle of summer in Sioux Falls, and there's things going on. So the fact that I got to 42 tables is pretty impressive in itself. There's also a car show in the parking lot on Sunday. That's a huge win for us. And then we get one even better. So the half scale of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is also at the Alliance this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So the amount of head count that's coming through the building is going to be unreal. So,
should be a busy weekend.
What my thoughts are, and, so I tailored the stuff I'm going to bring, Camaros, Mustangs, Firebirds, pickup trucks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Who says I'll take a table? It says Facebook user for me. So
Okay, so first question is, what time is your show on Sunday?
9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
9 to 2. Next question is
Derek Nice.
Okay.
Derek from Waverly.
Have him
Not
send me.
Wakefield.
Have him send me a PM. Or Derek, send me a PM. And I will.
And
get
Ken. Ken said the one about what time the show starts.
Okay.
No, that was Derek as well.
Oh, was it?
Derek wanted to know what time the show starts, and he said he'd take a table. No, the Ken Shack comment was Jeff tagging Ken. So the peanut gathering is about to go bigger.
Oh, yes.
I would love to. I would love to have Ken Shack come down. I've said to you guys, I have a struggle with driving long distances, and I'm working on somebody to bring me to one of your Norfolk shows. I'd love to, to make one of them. Driving long distances by myself, I tend to have panic attacks, and I'm not proud of them, but they are what they are.
Well, when you get here, you get here. That's all that matters. So how you do it, we'll leave that up to you.
But as far as the show, so here's the Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. I got in with them as soon as they opened. I had been involved with the American Legion already, and they like a couple of things. One of them is, every one of you knows this, or most every one of you. Without Kyler, my organizational, skills on this, he just brings that final piece every single week. He's the guy that, at the end of the show, I can continue to sell stuff right up until the very end, because Kyler can help you guys break down, get your stuff to your cars. He does it efficiently. So this way, you guys have seen that elevator. So this way the elevator is being used efficiently. And, Kyler is a indispensable piece of my team. South Dakota Diecast Emporium, sure, that's me, and I'm the guy that started it. But without Kyler, I don't think it would be where it's at and where it's going.
Cool. Kyler is the man. So
he is absolutely the man. He, as a matter of fact, going to be setting up for this show without me on Saturday, because I have a car show downtown to be at. So, yeah. So anyway, back to 42. Now it looks like 43 tables. We have found that we get between 300 and 500 people through the door. And these people spend money. And they're not just coming and buying JDM or pickup trucks or Matchbox or Hot Wheel. They buy a little bit of everything, and they tend to, what I see is even the people that bring NASCAR sell stuff.
Yeah.
So it's an all-encompassing show. And what I will tell all of you, the vendors, I'm not policing your tables. So here's the thing. If you have some WWF figures or some Castle of Grayskull or basically anything toy related, go ahead and bring it. Do I want 10 tables of non-diecast? No. But if you bring, 4 or 5 pieces of something that isn't diecast because you think our guys might be interested in it, bring it.
Yeah.
The more interesting stuff, the better. The more people, the better. What I've also found is that you guys from down south have followings of people that don't necessarily follow me. They're coming to see PJ, and they're coming to see Kent. And they ask, the last couple months when, you guys weren't there, they ask, where are you guys at? Even the Zons, For some reason, they're not associated with Sioux Falls, which I find to be hilarious. But, they're associated with the Down South crew. But when they're not there, it seems that I get questioned as to why. So, the more the merrier. No one is excluded. In this hobby, Randy Reese and I, we love to talk about, grown men playing with toy cars. And the funny part about it is, I don't care what argument I've ever had with a person. They are welcome at my show. That includes buying a table. That includes coming in to purchase items. Even if they come through the building and don't say a single word to me, I'm not going to say you can't be here.
Yeah.
Because the idea here is to be all inclusive. And there's very few exceptions. I won't go into details, but what I would say, my exceptions list is really simple. If you've been caught stealing diecast in or around anywhere, then I'm going to ask you to leave. That's only reason that I would tend to ask somebody not to be there.
I just want to backtrack real quick on a couple things that you mentioned. One of the things that I'm seeing a lot more happen at your shows is guys are starting to hang out more, and the ladies just hang out more, conversate with each other, with the other vendors, talking about diecast or whatever it is at the moment. So it's really cool to see that happening. And that's a good tip to you. And yeah, Kyler definitely has done a very, very good job of kind of keeping things focused and moving in the right direction. So well done there. And it's good to see that camaraderie starting to happen between what I feel like is the three major cities in the I-29 corridor between Sioux Falls, the eastern half of Nebraska, and Sioux City.
And I'll add one thing to that. What we found now with the Sioux City show last week, we can add Minneapolis to that to a point.
Yeah.
Ken Shack and the Preacher and God, I always forget his name.
Jeff?
No, Jeff's from Wisconsin.
He's way out there.
Are you talking about Shane?
No, the guy that had the 95 set. I talk to the guy
Charles?
No, Charles is from Chicago.
No, Lance.
There we go. Yeah.
These guys, with Minneapolis, and it's also north of Sioux Falls, but Watertown. What we're seeing is I've had vendors from Watertown. Matter of fact, the last time you guys were there, I had vendors from Watertown and North Dakota, and I had Sioux Falls, and I had Sioux City, and I had Norfolk, and I had Omaha. That's like a 500-mile run of vendors. So it's turned into something that Sioux Falls hasn't had in a decade. They haven't had consistent Hot Wheels shows in over a decade in Sioux Falls. And now we're having them
about the same way.
We're doing 11 months a year. I'll be skipping November. And the reason for skipping November is very simple. There's the South Sioux show, and it falls on the same weekend my show would be.
And that's a good reason.
So if anybody has any, or doesn't have any other questions, I just want to, when Kent asked me to be on, we were going to talk, or I was going to talk a little bit about my collecting and whatnot. So I just want to, so I'm known to be a Blackwall guy, and I grew up on them when I was a kid. They're the cars that drew me to this. So I wanted to show you guys a few of the special ones that I've gotten in the last few months, because I don't get to show them to a whole lot of people. So we're going to start with this one. This is the alternate Tampo Vetti Funny. It's a grail piece for a lot of people. And for me, it was cool to get, but it wasn't the end all that I wanted to have. And just to show what makes it special, the Tampo doesn't have any red in it.
Bring it a little closer to the camera, Don.
There you go. Right there. Perfect.
There you go.
So,
is that the Tom McEwen one?
Yes.
Okay.
And then.
Oh yeah, that one.
And then his little buddy here.
Yeah, and I don't have either one of those. That'd be a someday thing right there.
And then I've started getting into the parking plates, the tougher parking plates. So, this Beetle here, I ripped this one down there in Sioux City. I made a few people cry. I'm not above making people cry. Typically, I like to only do it when it involves opening Hot Wheels, though, because making people cry for other reasons is not very nice. But these are both parking plates cars here. What makes this cop car special is that number on the roof there. And then this one right here is another one I opened down there in Sioux City. Now this is another one where it's an alternate version of a car. So the typical version of this has a number 12 on the roof.
Yep.
And if you're going to buy it and pay extra for it, you certainly want to make sure it's in the package, because somebody could go through and acetone off, the tampo.
Yeah.
And then this is actually my favorite alternate car that I got. And it's the legendary gray Stingray with the black and orange tampo.
Nice.
This one was one that I've had a couple of crappy condition ones over the years. And I got this one, and it's in really, really, really nice shape. Matter of fact, Mr. Jeff Warshall, he's famous for not using the word mint. If you guys have ever sat in one of his auctions, he will never say minty. He will never say mint condition.
No car is ever mint.
And so I don't use that word. When I'm doing auctions or when I'm listing something for sale, it's never mint. You are better off highlighting the flaws.
Yeah.
Than you are to say how nice it is.
Yeah.
So, and then on my back wall, which you can kind of see, but not, see in detail, that's where I keep everything that is not black wall.
Nice.
So my open RLC stuff, my open car culture stuff, the big legendary collection that I know most of I bought last year in October, it had probably 400 or 500 open 100% Hot Wheels from 98.
Nice.
And I sold a bunch of them. And then, I started realizing, well, these things are pretty nice. So I kept 70 or 80 of them. And they're on that back wall. It's hard to see, but I've bought in the last 5 years 50 of them 48 count cases. And
nice.
For some reason, my house is just so perfect that I can fit 5 across, 6 high on the wall. So they actually look like they belong there. As a matter of fact, I even modified one of them. And if I was using my phone, I would walk over and show you. But I modified one of them so that I can actually put it up against the wall over the light switch. So you you open the door and the light switch. Matter of fact, I'll take a picture of it and post it on Midstate so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Bravo.
Because it looked goofy without one 48 count case in that spot. And then I am going to return my thing to show the other wall, which you guys have seen pictures of, but the other wall where I have all the black walls is Carney cases.
Yeah.
And they don't fit quite as perfectly. But it's when you get to the point where the cars you have to buy are $80 or $100, then you realize that, it's starting to get to the point where, like last night I was in Jeff Warchell's auction. And I was bidding on some things just because I didn't want to sit there for 15 minutes, not bidding on anything, waiting for the 2 cars that I might need in the course of his hour and a half long auction. So
I was in that auction the entire night, and I didn't bid on anything.
So, I saw some things that, definitely went for, they had meat on the bone. Ones that didn't go that should have gone, if you're a Blackwall collector or you're a Volkswagen collector, are the Volkswagen Golfs. He had the 2 pink ones and he had the green one. And they could have been had last night for $10.
Yep. And they were bought actually last night.
Did they? Because I didn't stay on long enough to see them
go.
They
were bought, and I was kind of kicking myself because I was looking and I was like, the pink one with the metal base, and then the green one. I think I have the green one somewhere, but
I have
pink
the
one with the metal base I didn't have.
I have the really tough one. I should have pulled it out of the wall, but I can't get at it easy right now. Is the white Golf with the VW logo and the green and the pink and all that with the pink base or red base. I have that one too. Matter of fact, I bought that one, and the person that I bought it from said they wouldn't have sold it to me if they had known I was going to rip it.
Well, don't sell me anything.
Is that Joe or Q that said that?
That was Joe.
Well, that's our. Joe is one of the highlights of my collecting, and I'm going to tell a quick story. So I met him 5 years ago, literally on the side of the road in a parking lot. Him and his dad and his mom. And the back of their SUV was open, and they were selling me some little micro Hot Wheels and little jewel cases. I forget what they're actually called, but it was like
ones?
What?
Micro
No,
Planet?
these are the premium, and it was like
oh, okay, those.
Yep. Yeah. So that's the first time I met Joe, and he was like 12 or 13 years old, and like shorter than me. So just to show that story, and.
That must have been a long time ago.
It was. In this past weekend, I had been telling him that I would go see him play baseball, and I never quite made it. But then he was, with the racing, and my father-in-law got tickets to the racetrack from his work, and he had invited me, and I'd tell Joe, I can't make it, and then I sent him some pictures of his car going around the track about, halfway through. And then, what I love about this hobby, the thing that is the best thing about it is that I'm not just friends with some of you people at Hot Wheels shows or at toy shows or in hotels when we're meeting up for something, but the real life car culture that comes with this is makes the, because like I said, I'm at the point where the cars I need cost $80 or $100. Okay. I'm having to buy them on eBay for the most part, or in Jeff Warshall's auctions. I don't have to talk to any of y'all to get them for the most part. So at that point, well, why do this? And that's the answer is the, to be able to go watch a kid that you've known for 5 years, run his car around a track, and root for somebody because you actually know them instead of, just rooting for the guy with the pretty car.
Mm-hmm.
So
his car is pretty.
Well, his car is kind of almost too pretty. If you were at the race, you'd realize that his car is almost too pretty. But that's
Ken.
Is it?
Yeah. I was in there was it last night?
I was at Ken's auction on Monday.
Yeah, I was in there too. I'm looking forward to the Leo auction.
Leo is the thing that
nothing I need, thank the Lord, but
the problem with Leo, and this is why I've avoided Leo like the plague, is that I don't have one. Okay, but I'm a completist. So once I open that can of worms, it's gonna be ugly.
I'm looking for 2 of them.
There's a couple citations. There was 3 or 4 citations I saw in there, and there was a 200 SX, and I'm just going, no. And I can't open them. That's the worst part about it. I won't.
I opened one.
Yeah, but that one didn't cost you that much.
I will tell you that there are 2 cars that if I got them, I would not open them. Very, very simple. 2 cars. I would not open a number 51 on the blue card, and I would not open a 271 on the blue card.
Well, no, you can't because the card is the value. The card, right. So the cars are useless, but that's the packaging.
And Kent, I bet you've opened one of these too. The blue/dark black gasser from the 2018 50 favorites.
Yeah. I like that.
I mean, how do you leave one car carded because it's supposedly worth $60? You don't. You just let it fly.
That's okay. I told Mike Zarnock that I opened up a MR2 blue card from Kmart at dinner one night. You were with me, Brent.
Yes, I was. That was funny.
Oh yeah,
down there.
Here it is. Rip.
Matter of fact, just another, not Hot Wheels, but Hot Wheels related. I saw Super Mike yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he's getting ready.
He was on his way north for some dog related thing, and he brought up the fact that when we were opening the cars in South Sioux, that I was more interested in his grandson opening the car than anybody else. That's the thing that we all forget sometimes. This is about the kids. This is about, the getting that next generation interested in what we're doing.
And that's why we always give out free cars to every kid that comes through the door.
$700. Who's that?
That was Shaq. I remember
Shaq.
Wiggins bought it, actually, I think. I remember that happening I think that was on Studio Redline.
Okay.
When that happened. That was pretty fun. One of the things that I love, this was the other point that I was going to say, my best memory of one of your shows is there's a picture that Kyler took with Hot Wheel Hunter and Brent, and they're just sitting down in a big old pile of loose cars. And
my loose cars. I love bringing my loose cars.
Yeah, me and Kent were just on the floor, just going to town and just going through them. And, it happens. I mean, I like loose cars because then I don't have to open them.
But what I liked about it is it was like two grown adults, like acting like kids and having fun, and just it was such a cool moment. They wasn't staged. Kyler caught it perfect, and it's. I wish that picture had gone to the newsletter, but it was such a cool moment that I don't think it needed to. I think it just needed to stay amongst our group.
It's on my page. I believe it's on my page.
Yeah,
it's on ours. It's on ours somewhere too.
It's buried somewhere, but it's such a cool moment.
We'll just have to wait for that 1 year anniversary of that picture for it to show up in our memories.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right, so Don, I got another question for you.
Yep.
When did you start collecting and why?
Okay, so I've collected essentially 3 times in my life. And I can say as a kid, I definitively collected. There's a picture at my mom's house, and I've yet to get it scanned. My grandparents lived in a very large home, an antique home. It was a sea captain's house, and it had one of them Victorian-style living rooms with the huge archway, and the floor was just massive, and it was white carpet. And you didn't go in that room except for Christmas and special occasions. Well, there's a picture of got to be 500 or 600 die-cast cars on the floor, lined up. And, funny story, I'm old enough that I had to have had red lines because based on when this picture was taken, there wasn't enough black walls released for it to have been black walls. It had to be red lines. And Matchbox, obviously. And so there's this 500 cars laid out on the floor in lines, in rows, and everything was Hot Wheels. I didn't have G.I. Joes, and I didn't have very many Star Wars figures, and I didn't have, toy guns for that. I had Hot Wheels. I had Hot Wheels tracks. I had, you name it, I had it. Except for Real Riders. I've told this story to a bunch of you, but I was 11 when Real Riders really came out hard and strong. And my mom couldn't bring herself to buy them because she had, bought 1 or 2 of them and we, played with the tracks. Well, they didn't go down the tracks worth of crap. So what she did end up buying me because she thought they were cool was Crack Ups. My mom's only 20 years or 19 years older than me. So, she was barely not even 30 when this was going on. So to her, they were cool still too. Yeah. So she bought Crack Ups. I had tons of Crack Ups. I had multiples of every Crack Up. And they were probably the last special Hot Wheels that I got was Crack Ups. And so I collected then. So, turned 14, 15, 16, and the Hot Wheels became less and less and less and less part of my life. And then most of them had been beat to crap and repainted with either nail polish or tester's paint. And then you fast forward to 1996, and I had done some stupid things and gotten my girlfriend at the time pregnant, and so now my budget is on extracurricular stuff is really small. And so, I'd go into a store or something and I'd see, oh, that's pretty cool. And, so I'd buy a couple Hot Wheels here, a couple cars here. Is that Warchel?
No, that was Mr. Reagan.
That was Reagan.
It looks like a Warchel comment.
It does.
It's fair.
So, I started collecting again in 96. Well, that went on for about 6 years, mirroring having children and getting married. And then when my two boys came around, we collected the monster trucks and the Cars movie cars. And we did that pretty heavy duty. And, by 06, 07, I was completely done. I didn't buy any more, and that was that. And then going on 6 years ago, my current girlfriend's sister-in-law was pregnant, and we knew it was going to be a boy. And I decided that for his first birthday, I was going to get him a complete 2016 mainline set of Hot Wheels. Okay? Because every 1-year-old needs 600 Hot Wheels for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why that's even not a thing, but, let's just say I have not lost Christmas.
Instant.
I win Christmas every year. So
instant collection.
The next year I one-upped that. And so that jump-started my collection because, I didn't write down what I was buying. So I ended up with doubles and triples and quadruples. And, so I posted up a box of 72 for $50. And that's how I met Randy Reese. Then I posted up the Magnum PI Ferrari. And that's how I met Kyler. And every person like Kent, so I got I got bullied into buying tickets to nationals, and so I'm standing in line at nationals, and this guy just starts talking to me out of nowhere. I was like,
yeah, Super Mike was with us.
Yep.
That's because we were talking about some idiot that wanted to sell a regular hunt for $35 a night.
Yep. Ripped
him one.
So winning Christmas the second year was even more epic because I bought so in the meantime, now I know more and more and more about Hot Wheels because it's not that difficult. So I bought a 6-lane, and the 6-lane was for my nephew for Christmas. And so I bring this massive track, in this huge box of open Hot Wheels, and got to be 30 pounds of Hot Wheels in a box. Taped it up, wrapped it. Oh, I did the works, right? You should have seen the look on everybody's face when they saw this thing. So then what you find is this is how timeless, how it doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter any of it. Everybody played Hot Wheels for the next 3 hours. Everybody, all of everybody, the aunts, the uncles, grandpas, everything. Playing Hot Wheels for 3 hours. And then I find out a couple years later, so this track, right? This is probably the most used 6-lane in the world. He comes home from school, and they have to take that 30-pound box of Hot Wheels and run every single car down the track till you know which one is the fastest that day.
That's insane.
The kid is 6, and he is wearing a Hot Wheels shirt nearly every time you see him.
That's love.
It's why I do it. If there was a reason why I'm in this right now, it's Max. So
that's a way to do it.
There you go.
All right, Don, we're gonna switch it over to Manny for a little bit, get him in there, and then we'll bring all 4 of you on to end the show, just like we always do. We'll probably go a little bit past, so that way Manny gets all the time he needs because he's got some awesomeness. Thank you for
You're
being
welcome.
on. Just hang out in the background, watch the show, and we're gonna bring Manny on.
Sounds great.
Manny,
What's up, brother?
Just
tinkering,
doing a little side project here.
Oh my!
Took off the old plastic wheels off this, and these are the normal tires off little off-road, so I had to upgrade them. So
Nice.
I scale like some 33s It's not
There you
done.
go.
I'm gonna do the whole motorcycles and everything here, screw back together. But antifreeze green.
Very nice.
There you go.
Sure. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do the wheels the same color.
Oh,
Oh,
that'll
there
be
you
cool.
go.
Got a match.
Yep.
All right, Manny. So
What's
I
going
got
on,
a
guys?
question. Got a question for you.
Yeah.
How did you get started?
My uncle's in the early 90s.
Okay. Why did you start customizing?
Oh, why did I start customizing? I didn't start customizing until I was tired of searching for cars with rubber tires that I couldn't afford. I said I'm going to make my own.
There you go. Okay.
Hey,
everyone.
2015.
Nice. Hey, everyone. Please put your questions out there for Manny, just like you did for Don.
What's up, Nick?
We're going to keep this rolling. What do you think of regionals there, Mr. Manny?
Well, that was my first show, actual show. And like you guys said, it was just a little dabble of what nationals or some big old event could be. And I absolutely enjoyed it. I went up there, didn't even get a vendor or wasn't selling nothing. I bought some cars and ended up trading all these cars. So it was awesome. People were absolutely amazing. Just a great time. Went up for the custom contest, obviously, and came up short to my buddy Nick.
I don't think you came up short. I think a lot of people, both you and Nick, was a little bit of a coming out party for both of you.
Hey, you won, man.
No, that's you. That's from me to you.
Did you get any words of encouragement or any advice from the folks that were there that were judging, so to speak?
Yeah, I talked with Chris and Lee, and we talked about some of my customs, and I got some pointers from Chris Walker. I talked to him for a good 20 minutes to a half hour, just basically how to get to that next level, and he basically was telling me I'm doing everything right, man. And all it is it's just time, I'm a big sponge. I'm still a baby into this market. I'm absolutely amazed on how far I've come in such a short time. But I believe it's because of my artistic ability and my attention to detail that I have. So I'm just implementing now all these other customizers that mold windshields, mold fender flares, and I'm going to start getting into that, creating your own decals without the copyrights. I don't want to get in any infringement, fines and stuff like that, but just doing everything right and learning and being the best customizer that I can be, and hopefully everyone appreciates.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
We lost his audio.
There we go. He's back now.
Sorry. Phone rang.
I hear you.
But yeah, no, it's fun. I absolutely love it.
So what is your style?
I really haven't even thought about that. I'll just do everything and anything, growing up, obviously as a teenager, I didn't like American muscle cars, until I was probably 17 and my uncle pulled up his 68 Camaro, and that's what it all started, but before that I had a Acura Integra. I wanted to be the fastest JDM, Fast and the Furious guy, big shopping cart spoiler on the back, 10-inch muzzle in the back. You hear me coming up 84th Street, but no, if I would have put all that money into an American muscle, I would have, said, hey, meet me at Scribner. We can race for and stuff like that.
And you can only go in a straight line.
Right. So,
hey, no wrong going in a straight line.
Right. So yeah, I have like a little soft heart for JDM stuff. Hot Wheels wise, obviously it's not. I'm an absolute Camaro freak. I absolutely love Camaros. I collect not just any specific year. What's that? Oh yeah, there. Oh.
And don't worry, I started hunting for yours.
There's some loose ones right there, but I mean, if we really wanted to get in, if we wanted to get into it, then I can show you what's not on the wall. What's on the wall so far? I mean,
too many Camaros.
Boxes here, boxes there. I mean, they're everywhere. You know what I mean? So, I just put out what I like. I do what I like, and hopefully learn what everybody else wants. What was that? What was that, Ed?
Ed said that there was a mess up on the gasser. Which gasser, Ed? Now I'm curious. Was it the Braxton one, or was it something else?
Well, there's no errors on Braxton's. I
didn't think so. His was pretty sweet.
We'd also like to say hi to Pedro and to
Mr. Stacey Craig and
Mr.
Dave Baumgart's in the house.
Yeah, and
lots of people have been popping in.
Yeah, it's been a good night.
Mm-hmm.
So, Manny, if you could customize any car, what car would it be?
Power went out. Yeah, power
No,
glitch.
you're there. We can hear you.
You're frozen.
Hello.
Yeah, we
can hear you. You're not moving, but we can hear you.
It's a good still shot of you. We'll use it as a reference footage.
The whole power just went out. I don't know.
Oh no.
Well, as of right now, you're still going. It just looks like you're a ventriloquist at this point.
Yeah, we're using a file photo of you, so we'll keep going.
It's perfect. I mean, you're not smiling or anything, but you're not doing any like weird pose.
Right now,
anything.
it's not even connected.
Yeah, you're connected.
Yeah, you're live showing it, brother. Your picture is not moving. So,
I mean, Camaros are the worst cars ever.
I'm sorry.
No,
I know he's listening now because I just said Camaros are the worst cars ever.
I didn't hear that. What was that, Ken?
Actually, the best.
All right, so let's see.
Yeah, I actually, I went and did a little shopping today. I found some nice little wheel swaps. You guys see that?
No, we can't see anything. You're frozen. Remember? But Dave Baumgarten disagrees. He says that Volvos are the worst cars.
Yeah.
And then Carl Edinburgh says that Camaros rock. So,
for those of you who don't know, my love of the Camaro is non-existent.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen. We're still using your file photo.
Wow.
Hold on. I got to screenshot this so I can send it to you later because it's perfect.
So, Manny, what if you could customize anything other than a Camaro, what would that be?
Whatever anybody wants.
I like that. That's a good answer.
That's
so how
dangerous.
did the YouTube channel come about?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
How did your YouTube channel come? Oh, there we go. It looks like we have some movement. There he is.
Hey, he's moving again.
Yeah, he's choppy, but he's there.
It's grainy, but you're there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He lost Wi-Fi. He's on cellular data.
No, he said he lost power.
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi is gonna obviously. Is it still there?
Yeah, you're kind of there.
All right. So what were you saying about YouTube channel?
So how did you get started on the YouTube channel? And Ed wants to know, did you move to TikTok as well?
I did. I am on TikTok. I just recently got that about a week ago. Did that. But the YouTube, I actually started customizing by watching other customizers. And I give all my credit to a guy. You guys must see his stuff. That's Rivera's Hot Wheels. Absolutely amazing at doing things. I watch him. I watch a couple people from Canada, Diecast Resurrection, Outlaw Speed Shop. I implement all these other customizers and make them into my own, and just reaching out to them, asking them for some pointers. Very, very talkative. They're responsive. So they kind of help. I love this little community because everyone like helps each other, But after watching them for, I don't know, it's probably 2013 to 2015, 16, got a 6-lane.
We're going back to file photos again.
And then I was, watching Ghost Jerker and how he would have his children with him and they would do these Hot Wheels shows. And I'm like, okay, well, my kid was at this time, loving Ryan's Toy Review. And I'm like, okay, why don't we start up a YouTube channel and we can do this together? So he was camera shy. So I'm like, okay, why don't I just try some Hot Wheels on camera? Never know how it works out. So I only have, I don't know, probably 5, 6 to 8 videos total. It's very hard. It's hard to drill apart and paint with a camera right in front of you, unless you don't have the perfect angle. But other than that, that's how YouTube started. I just took off with the other social media stuff. I just recently made my own Facebook page. The TikTok is new. Instagram's always been for diecast, just showing off my stuff. But yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Okay, but what? Can you guys see me now though?
No,
you're still on your.
You're frozen again. It's a different pose, but it's still acceptable. You're not doing anything crazy. So
can you see that?
No, we can't see anything.
We have you.
Oh my goodness.
It's just your face frozen. It looks like you're mid saying something, but your mouth isn't too far open or anything crazy.
It's a great file photo.
Here, I'll go ahead and take another screenshot and send that one to you afterwards.
How about now?
No, you're still stuck.
Oh my God. Anyways, I found some Matchbox purple Volkswagen 62 Beetles collectors Target today. Purple. They got some steelies on them. I'm going to take them off.
All right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You're talking about the
just like that, but purple Volkswagen.
Yeah, the Matchbox collectors ones.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I have one upstairs, but actually I brought it down here, but I'm not going to go attempt digging through it. So
Roy has a question. He wants to know, did you make the New York Yankees car?
I did.
Oh, there you go. So how did you come up with the idea or inspiration for that one?
I wanted to do a Datsun Bluebird. I was searching through decals.
Oh, you're kind of moving again.
I'm sorry?
You're moving again.
Oh, I was searching through decals, Again, that goes with the whole copyright. If I can buy them, I'll use them. I won't make them. I won't make any Huskers. I won't make any anything that can get myself or anybody in trouble. That's just not what I'll do. But if I can buy them, I'll use them. And I found Yankees for Bluebird. I'm like, wow. I'm not a Yankees fan at all. I'm a Mets fan. So I saw this and I was like, wow, I got a lot of friends that are Yankees fans. I can make it for a gift or if somebody wants to buy it, absolutely. And just kind of went with it. Just made a Yankee Bluebird.
It came out pretty cool.
Yes, it did.
I like the Raiders car that you did for Pedro. I like how that turned out. Again, not my team. Go Cubs, go.
Yeah, that Raiders one was awesome. And Pedro messaged me and he asked me, what I would do to make him a gasser. And I was like, what type of gasser? And he told me Raiders. And I specifically told him, hey, if I can buy it, I'll get it for you, And it turned out amazing. I absolutely love it. I actually bought a few more Raider decals with his decals because I am going to make some more Raiders. Not necessarily gassers. They're universal.
Yeah.
So I can use them for anything.
Yeah.
Right now I have 10 gassers being stripped. I have 10 Silverados being stripped. I have some 67 Camaros being stripped. What else is in there? Some Datsun 510s are being stripped.
Basically all the classics.
Well, I mean, everything that's popular that people want, you know what I mean? Unless somebody says, hey, can you do like when I did Derek's GTO for him, you know? I was like, man, I don't know if I have a GTO. Well, I ended up having that Cocoa Puffs GTO. And it was the exact same car that his father owned. And, you know, I didn't care about the Cocoa Puffs. I cared about Derek being happy. So I was like, here, let's make you this car. So...
Okay, so we're gonna backtrack on some comments here. Dave says he's going to subscribe, so there you go. You get another
Perfect.
fan. Roy wants to know if your Yankees car is for sale, so reach out to him. And somebody wants to know if they can do a Red Sox.
That would be Derek.
Somebody likes KC, and
let's see.
Give me 1 second.
And Dave has officially made it known you need to strip some Dodges.
You said what?
Dodges.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
That hurt.
that didn't sound good.
I think we came out all right, even though there's a nice piece of yellow
So
paint here.
this is what the Yankee car looks like right now. In a Protecto, in the original, ready to be shipped out.
Well, there you go, Roy. Reach out to Manny.
He can make you another one.
You're right. Cleveland Indians. Yeah, like I said, if I can get the decals, I won't make them unless they're on the internet for use. That's the only way you can do it. You can't go out and make them. I tell you right now, Nebraska Cornhuskers are absolutely the hardest logo to find because they don't give up their rights to it.
Nope.
So getting a Nebraska car, very seldom. As of right now, I cannot make one. I want to. However, I may have some tricks up my sleeves.
Yeah. So Ken, is your Lee Allen piece close by?
It is.
Yeah. Mine's close by. Hold on.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one?
Let's see here. No, not that one.
Oh.
It was what you were just talking about, how it's a really hard one to do.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, the Nebraska gasser.
He found a way.
I love it. Hey, I love it.
Yeah, I've got the same one too. It's a gorgeous piece. It's actually upstairs in my office.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, I wanted to again. You can buy the programs. You can buy the programs that have the stuff that allow you to do that. So, unfortunately, them programs are a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, you're just starting.
I'm not at that stage yet. Thank you.
It is a good hat. It's better than an Iowa hat.
This is true.
What we really need to do is make a horns down one because
I can definitely do that.
But see, then Miss Kelly's going to kick you. So
I'm willing to risk it.
I don't know if you guys saw my free-handed Flames custom that I actually traded Mr. Lee Allen for his chase.
I think I heard about that, but I don't know if I actually saw it before it got traded off.
All right, sorry about that.
That's good.
Is it still choppy?
No, you're you're good.
It's a little bit.
All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
All good.
You are absolutely good. So where do you see yourself going custom-wise in the future?
Well, the ultimate goal is to get my name out there.
Okay.
Gonna do everything I can. I'm promoting myself. I got a lot of big things coming up. I'm not saying right now, but I got in with a couple things that's really going to help boost me. And just my wife really is a very big supporter in this.
Good.
So she we'll get there. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to get rich. Not at all. Again, this is still a hobby. I still work full time. This is just something that I absolutely have a passion for. I love doing. And it's fun. It's fun. It's fun using your imagination. Like you dream about a color of a car. Well, I've never seen that color of a car. Well, let me make that color.
Sorry, that's from Greta Skinner.
Yeah, Greta, we don't like those colors.
Well, I mean, now, hold on. Lee Allen did make an Iowa car, if I remember correctly.
Unfortunately.
Hey, it'd be nice. Everybody's got their own team. Everybody's got their own cars. We are an all-inclusive club. So.
Do you guys see this?
Here,
do you guys see that right there?
It's a little black and yellow for you.
Here, hold on. Do you guys see it right there?
Yeah, that's Iowa's trophy case.
Iowa's trophy.
But
don't be mean. Don't be mean. I got tons of black and yellow.
Oh, there we go. See, Miss Greta, that was Miss Greta, wasn't it?
Yes.
She's a winner. Derek, you win. She's a good one.
I'm working on her, I swear.
All right, so I got another question for you, Derek. And by all means, guys, if you got questions, pop them in there.
Manny. His name's Manny. Or are you asking Derek a question?
I was asking Derek. Derek asked questions. Anybody ask questions? Manny, I got a question for you.
There it goes.
What do you think your chances are for Charlotte?
Of going?
Of going and entering.
Oh, I mean, that's done. Done.
Nice.
Listen, a couple things that can happen here. I may be one of the few people entering vehicles with only rattle cans, or I might be that next guy that just I don't want to be a spoiler, but there are some things that I'm working on right now that they're blowing me away. Like I couldn't even know I could do this.
So
keep that stuff underneath your hat, man, because that's the fun thing about with nationals and level stuff like that. It's like the quality and the craziness that some of these guys come up with. It's insane. And so if you've really got something that's just you think's gonna knock some socks off, keep it underneath your hat. Don't take any pictures of it. Don't post those pictures anywhere, right? Because occasionally somebody might go, "Hey, that's a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna make one for regionals or make one for nationals," and then all of a sudden you put your gem down on the table and you look over and there's the exact car sitting there in a different color.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Oh,
right.
Yeah."
Yeah,
it's just like, what's that? Yeah. Well,
yeah, when they see similar stuff, I think sometimes it kind of hurts people more than it helps. But like Nick said, heck yeah, I am. Yeah, we're gonna send some more people out there, and I hope both of you guys participate.
As of right now, I know it's us four going, right?
So far.
I'm
pretty sure that I think Super Mike might be going as well.
I think
he wants for sure yet. He is retired now, so he can do that a lot easier.
Yeah. And I know Bill Nelson has expressed some interest from here in town. So I think what we're going to do is probably in September.
We know Deb will be going.
Yeah. In September or October, we'll just sit down with everybody. And those of you that are newsletter members, we'll try to make it so that we can get the max amount of tickets that we can per newsletter request and get them mailed in right away.
Yeah.
There's the key.
Overnight.
Yeah.
And like you said, we can get together ahead of time before it comes out. because we've got friends that are going to LA. They can get the forms for us, and we can get them filled out and overnighted right back to Mark and Jennifer right away. If we need to, write one big check and cover everybody's, we can get PayPal's, or you live 20 minutes from me, Manny, you can swing out here and help me dig through some boxes, see if I can help find a Camaro maybe, or although I did start looking last night, in fact, and so far the only pink party cars that I've been able to find were Datsuns and Mustangs. So no Camaro popped up yet. So, but I know they're here. I just got to find it.
Well, just let me know for sure, because I don't know if Rich is on. Rich has the car for me.
Oh no, I know I got it. I just got to find it.
All right.
I'll send you a picture of what I'm working with later.
Okay. And we will put up the newsletter website here for you, but the form is not on the newsletter website. At least it wasn't in recently. So if we can get our hands on it, we will do our best. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you guys both know, I might as well just tell you, Kent and Brent, I actually am working on your own customs for both of you guys.
Oh, that's
nice.
For you guys.
That sounds like a dangerous idea.
Ed's got a question. Why did you move to or expand to TikTok?
Why not? I mean, that's the question. You take advantage of every social media you can. You want to get your name out there as much as possible.
Exactly. There's quite a few people. Oh, and Don's going to LA and Charlotte as well. So
yeah,
there's another one. But no, I agree totally with Manny. You got to be on every platform. I have a friend that's got his own YouTube channel, has nothing to do with toy cars. So he's a farmer. So, but he's got a homesteading channel, and he has Instagram, and he has Facebook, and he has YouTube, obviously, and TikTok. And he is actually just, I want to say he's about 50 or 60 people from hitting 7,000 subscribers on YouTube, which doesn't seem like much, but since he's been monetized, he actually makes a couple $100 a month, and it helps, feed his chickens and stuff like that. So
I really want everyone to understand I don't do it for the money at all.
No. That's not what I was getting at. I'm just saying, it's all about the enjoyment of these things.
YouTube or anything like that, I don't do it for the money. I do it to get recognized, do it because I love doing it. And for the YouTube, I do it with my kid,
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They're helping me my stuff. So I make memories.
Antonio, what up, sir? Good to see you again. We have not seen you in such a long time. So we just want to give you a quick shout out real quick. We're the same boat for the club. We're trying to expand out to YouTube just so that we can bring out another outlet to our show here and highlight to you guys, the folks that are on as well. So
yeah, we just hit 18 subscribers, and there's 500 club members. So if you got a minute, check it out, Mid-States Collectors Club. Give us a subscribe. We just put up the repeats of the shows like this, and we also put up, Super Sundays and just anything else we can. So
I subscribe.
Yep. And we subscribe to Manny's Garage as well. Okay. Any last alibis for Manny? And before we bring Don on, and I got to go get a car to rip open because I haven't.
Oh, we ripping up cars?
We don't have to. It's purely voluntary.
Let's do it this week. I have a good one.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, I mean, I got something.
I need it if I lose.
I mean, I got something right here. I'm not going to do the 1 or 3 this time, though, because
that didn't go.
I didn't prepare for that. So I have something here that I'm going to rip open. So
Don, are you still here? I can see. I think you stepped away for a moment. So once you get back,
well, wait till he comes back in, and then we'll bring him on.
I'm going to go with what I've got in front of me, so I don't have to reach. I wanted to rip open a hauler tonight, but I left those upstairs. But yeah,
I can do that, but they're over there.
While we're waiting for Don to get back again, this weekend, Don is hosting his show at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance in Sioux Falls, South Dakota from 9 to 2. And then next Sunday, August 1st, we will be in Norfolk at the Knights of Columbus Hall. Please check 511 for routes to Norfolk. Because there is construction on Highway 275. And then after that, we've got another show in late September out in Lincoln. And then we have our Ashland show. That'll either be the 12th or the 19th. But Brent, we got to talk about, I got Brian's wedding thing, and I think that's the 25th. And that might be the same weekend as Lincoln. So
if that is it, then we will have to unfortunately miss Lincoln. So.
All right, Don's back. Let's bring him on and close out the show tonight, folks. Welcome back, Don. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, it's been great.
So as custom and tradition at the end of the show, we always like to end with open a car. It's not mandatory. It's not required. It's just out of awesomeness and fun. So, Don, it looks like you're ready to go. What do you have for us tonight?
I have a Matchbox Premier Collection Dodge Challenger in purple.
Ooh, the old school.
And just as a, really quick, the original red version of this back in the 70s was one of my favorite toy cars of all. So
very nice. You have to bring it up a little bit. You're kind of like super far away.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Rip it.
So violent.
Oh!
And then he drops it.
All right, Brent. What do you have for us tonight?
I have the Speedways number 32 Ford Team Transport. Nothing special, but I have gotten to the point where I'm going to be just keeping one Team Transport. I'm going to be selling off some of my extra ones that I have because I deemed it that there's just too many of them. Because who knew that? What did we hit? Like 37 now. I didn't think they were going to go this far, so I'm not going to keep every one of these things on the card. They take up too much space. So there is the Speedways. I love the fenders on this. And then we have the lovely 32 Ford to accompany it. I wish the bed moved. Does not. That is disappointing. Come on, Mattel. Make this stuff work. You can't pick up what if it was just to magically leapfrog it? Just oh, it's up there now. Even Matchbox can make these things tilt. Come on. Get to work, guys.
Yeah.
I'm off my soapbox.
Manny, what do you got for us tonight?
Cars and Donuts, Camaro.
Oh, the RLC one.
Ah, the Golf Cars and Donuts. Nice. I got a couple of those floating around.
You got a couple of these ones?
Yeah. I had 3 full sets at one point. I bought a case. Very nice.
All right. And to conclude things for tonight, I am doing a tattoo machine BMW M3 or 323, depending on what you're looking at the casting. It's got some really cool tattoo stuff. We gotta go.
Just don't hurt the tattoos, man.
Well, you gotta get that late 80s, early 90s air out of it.
Oh yeah.
And there you go, folks. And
Very nice.
That is our cars for tonight. We just want to again say thank you to Don Anglin and Manny for coming on tonight. Go check out Manny's Custom Garage on YouTube, TikTok, or on Facebook, and South Dakota Diecast and Instagram. And Don's Diecast Emporium or South Dakota Diecast Emporium on Facebook. And remember, from 9 to 2 on Sunday at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. That's a lot.
It is, isn't it?
They need an acronym for that or something.
And don't forget to check us out later tonight on the replay of this and on YouTube at Mid-States Collectors Club. And congratulations to us as we hit our 500th member today. So good night, y'all. Have fun and keep Hot Wheeling.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.